Hey there, my adventure buddies. I hope you're all well and good. I know it's been a while since my last update. Today is my year anniversary for the start of my Camino last year. When I left Morzine, walked the length or the width, the breadth of France, down the Atlantic coast to the north of Spain, and then across the north coast of Spain, which got very, very interesting, as some of you hopefully remember. I know it was a long, long time ago. My plan was, after the weather turned and I had to cut my trip short, I found some work in Morzine, spent the winter in Morzine, and my plan was to then return to the Spanish border, the French-Spanish border, redo the whole Spanish coast, and then Santiago to Compostela, and then head south from there all the way through Portugal to the very south of Portugal. All of which is currently on hold, as all our lives are currently on hold. But, I thought today would be a fitting day to do an update. I have been reminiscing of the Camino, of the walk, of the day that I left Morzine, which was a sunny day like today. Literally within an hour of starting the walk, the heavens descended and then it rained for 11 days straight, which was a fun start of the journey. But I mean, in hindsight, I'm glad that it did rain at the beginning of the journey when I was full of enthusiasm and gusto, and the rain didn't bother me at all. And then the heat wave of 42-degree heat in the midst of it all, when I was in the middle of France and all my electronics started to melt. And I've also been thinking about all the amazing people that I've met, and I don't have enough time on this video to list everyone, and I would need my journal to remember everyone's name. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who made my journey just epic. The good, the bad, and the crazy. Mostly good. There was very few bad or crazy. But yeah, so everyone that I met along the way that inspired me, and everyone that was following me who inspired me. And hopefully that some of my journey, I know some of you sent me messages that you were also looking at doing something similar and doing parts of the Camino at some point. I hope when all this is over, the lockdown is over, that you do. I can't encourage you enough to just kind of pack that rucksack, and even if you do a week here and a week there, or 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, whatever you can do. And you don't have to come to France, you don't have to go to Spain, you can do it in the UK, you don't have to go to anywhere, you can literally do it on your doorstep. The UK has some amazing, amazing countryside, some amazing walks. One of the walks I want to do next is the coast to coast in the north of England. I also want to walk the whole coastline of Wales, the only country in the world that has a completely connected coastline, with some disputed areas. But yeah, there's a lot of things I would like to do now on the back of doing the Camino that are just waiting to happen. And I hope that you all do something as well from this. I had such an amazing time, and I learned a lot. The walk after a certain point, I didn't even think about my rucksack. Initially, there was the issue of I was always conscious of the weight. Filling up the water and carrying like 8 litres of water was always a chore, because I knew my rucksack would just be an extra 8 kilos heavier. But literally, it must have been 4, 5, 6 weeks in. I can't tell you the exact day. But I remember one day realising that I hadn't been thinking about the weight of my rucksack at all. I'd just been almost kind of meditating while I was walking. I was just thinking about where I was heading, where I could go to next, where was the next place I could explore. and the people I'd met, and just thinking about the amazing conversations I'd had, and the stories they had as well. It was such a great journey, and it doesn't need to be the Camino to be the journey. It can be whatever you want. And I know the rest, whatever I do next, it won't. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Wanting to throw in a quote there, but yeah. Today's year anniversary is quite poignant for me. It was something that I'd been wanting to do for 10 years or so, and instead along the way I swapped the Camino for something else. 5 years ago I built a camper van and travelled around Europe in a camper van, and went to the Tomatina Festival, the Tomato Fight Festival in Spain, and went to Ziget Festival in Budapest in the Czech Republic. Went to Pisa and saw the Leaning Tower and a lot of the touristy stuff. Went to Venice and did a ride on one of the gondolas, as well as finding some amazing random places that were just in the middle of nowhere, camping up in the camper van next to rivers, just with nothing else but the sound of the river next to you. So there were other things that I did instead of the Camino. So I don't regret waiting 10 years to do it. There was also I did a 6-week trip around Eastern Europe 6-7 years ago, instead of doing the Camino. And yeah, these things come to us at the right time, I do believe. And I appreciate what I've been able to do, and I'm fortunate. We're all fortunate. We're all fortunate. The planet we live on is amazing. The places we can go, and especially in today's modern age. You know, during lockdown we can't move very far, but after this, there's an adventure waiting to happen for all of us. And I hope you do. I hope you join me on an adventure one day and share with me what excitement fills you. And yeah, excited face. Just thinking about the next journey, big or small, whether it be a day hike, whether it be a 12-month hiking across wherever, the tundra of Russia, wherever you go, and wherever I go. I look forward to it. And I appreciate every one of you that has been following me, every one of you that I've met, that made my journey. And today I have been thinking a lot about all those small moments, the little messages of encouragement and support when I did have down days. And I wanted to record my down days just as much as my excited days. When I was in Bilbao and I went to the Guggenheim and literally excitement was bursting out of my face. And then there were times where I was literally at a loose end, like my electronics died, and I was using my phone as my sat-nav and as my translator and as my bank manager and everything, and that broke, and I literally felt like I was in a hole. I'd lost my Wilson, my buddy, my travelling video buddy. And in hindsight, all these things are just things. It's just stuff. But we get so emotionally attached to these little things, and they don't really mean anything. Things that mean everything are our social interactions, the people we meet, the connections we have. Some people that are following me, I've never met, but I have some kind of connection with, because of the encouragement, because of the people that supported me on the coffee thing, where people would bought me a beer. Like those little things, just the smallest gestures that we do, the people we meet and the smile that we give creates a smile in someone else. And it's those moments that I'm reminiscing today. those moments when I got to the coast and I met my friends on the coast, and then I made a whole gaggle of new friends when I was at the Atlantic coast in Vubaku, and I was imagining having my 40th birthday on my own in my hammock in the middle of nowhere, but in the end I had my 40th birthday on the coast with a whole gaggle of new friends, which was unexpected. And life is full of unexpected moments. And we just need to embrace them, enjoy them, with a smile on our face. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of check in with everyone, and I hope everyone is doing well through the kind of current times. But as long as we're strong, we'll get through this. We've got through worse. And I wish you all love, light and peace. And I'll see you all soon.